Okay, so we're going to extend what we can do with Groove um, on this video and this series of videos. So first thing, I've simplified the patcher a lot from when we first introduced Groove. I've got basically my load area for the buffer, and I have the Groove with start and end loop points, speed, ratio, and the attributes for time stretching on here. So just to start and confirm what we're doing, we have this much going on. So now let's look at ways that we can load the files a little bit easier, some drag and drop capabilities. Right now, replace is going to bring up a dialog box and let us pick things for that. But there is an object called drop file, and gives you a drag and drop box area. You decide how big you want it to be. I'm going to make it this big. I'm going to open up a little thing here and say that it should have a border color of green. Its border thickness should be a little bit bigger so people can actually see it. That's a little too thick. And it's got kind of a rounded edge right now. If we lock the patch, it'll look something like this. Doesn't have a background color. So you're going to need to add a comment. And maybe it would go well with a bubble. So let's just take a look. One of its outlets is the path name of the drop file. So if we hook up a message object, I'm going to make it pretty long. It's still not going to be long enough, but you can see. So let's come over, close this, and if I drop something on it, in it, you see it highlight. And instead of creating a playlist to play the sound file, it gives you the path name of the file, complete from my hard drive name through my full path to where it is. So if I take that and run it through a message replace, put $1 because it is a single item coming through, then put this over into the buffer. Now, anytime I drop a file in there, it will load, and you see the length of the file changed. If I turn play back on, have a new file.
Going to be pushed out. Clearly, people are voting just the way we vote in the.
So I can stop that. So that's convenience, right? I've got my Finder. I can go through, have multiple windows open in the Finder and have my audio files. And I can just drag them in and replace the buffer. And playback keeps going with Groove. So buffer changes, it just starts playing the new file if it's already playing. So that's one big thing. And we like having that. So that's very useful. I encourage people to take advantage of that when they're trying things out. When you get to a point where you start to know there's another way of actually specifying the files that you want, and we can go with that. Show you how to do that later.